So now we're going into the spring transfer portal era. We got to talk about one player that decided to leave. Fortunately, hurt my feelings, but at the same time, I totally understood why he did it. So this is not breaking, but it's breaking because it happened today. Some of y'all saw it. Beloved Sooner, Justin Harrington, has hit the transfer portal. I want to talk about why he hit the portal, as well as I'm going to go into some rankings that we just received recently from On3 on some recruits we got that are flying up the charts. So make sure you stick around for that. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. All right. It's official. Justin Harrington is in the portal. Now, y'all know Harrington. He was one of the cheetah roles that came in right when BV got here. Justin was part of the old regime's recruiting class. When Riley left, he entered the portal. Venables came in and he came back, had conversation, and Venables let him come back as a walk-on to earn his spot. And then he earned himself back on the roster to get that said scholarship, right? Unfortunately, last season, he played about 91 snaps. Second game in the season, he tore his ACL and was gone for the year. And so the anticipation was that we weren't going to have Justin Harrington anymore. But the blessing for him was he ended up getting his medical waiver, and the NCAA is allowing him to play another year. So as he's going through rehab now, getting his body back and everything, this is kind of the reason why I think he went ahead and hit that portal. Now, I don't have any official wording or anything from him or whatnot. I'm just sad to see it, but we're getting a little deep in that area, right? Especially at the cheetah role. You know, Deshaun McCullough played it with Harrington, but it appears that McCullough's going to be probably playing a lot more linebacker, more in the wheel range. Right there next to probably Stutzman. But you've also got young players like Samuel Mosigo who's out there showing out. Kendall Doe, mentioned how he played some cheetah in practices or whatnot, especially when we started dealing with injuries, and he kind of excelled. He did really good in coverage. He did really good in blitzing. Kendall prefers to blitz more than anything else, right? And so you look at those there, and then you got the young player that came in, Michael Boganowski, who's up there. Reggie Powers is showing out right now at safety, and there's a chance that if he slides down, he could potentially look at it, or Peyton Bowen can go there, right? Move Peyton Bowen there. You have Billy Bowman up there along with Robert Spears-Jennings, as well as, I don't know. There's a few dudes that can rotate in that because of how fluid that cheetah role is. We do so many things similar with that and nickel. The good thing is for us, the room was getting a little full. And unfortunately, scholarship numbers, honestly, shout out to my guy, RDS, Red Dirt Sports. He says this all the time. Scholarship numbers aren't real, but playing time is. And it's a situation where we may not have gotten a chance to see Harrington, especially as he's getting back healthy. We don't know if he'd have been prepared fully to play coming the season. So, unfortunately left out, but hey man, he was a gym man, 6'3", 215. He was balling, right? He was actually getting his footing back. He was looking good, and then that injury hit, man. And as McCullough mentioned, he had 2 knee injuries last season. He was trying to get back healthy right after Oklahoma State because it was chopping him. We've got to make sure that we got enough dudes that can play that cheetah role and be good. I think Omosigo is going to step up well, like I said, with Dobie. We've got a lot of good cheetah-type setups, right? I mean, heck, you can look at some of these edges we have. You might be able to get one of them to drop back and do well in coverage. So, I digress. Unfortunately, we're losing him, but I get it. Hopefully, he goes out there, gets him a nice spot, and does great. So, shout out to Justin Harrington. Hop in the comments. Please let that man know how much I appreciated him, because we do appreciate his contributions. And, you know, honestly, him being a good help to Deshaun McCullough figuring out the role last season. So, but I also want to talk about some good stuff, right? We've got to talk about how On3 earlier this week did their rankings on the 15th. They did their re-ranks. And we saw 2 Sooner commits fly up the charts. Let's look at that real quick. First one, offensive lineman. I told y'all that y'all need to be excited about. So, of course, Ryan Fauché is the first person we're going to talk about on this list, guys. So, I told everybody when he committed, because he committed as a 3-star at the time. He wasn't very well known. He was very, you know, young and all of that. Well, so 247 did their re-rank last month, and we, of course, got excited. Ryan Fauché, you know, the offensive tackle down out of Cypress, Texas, 6'5", 275, probably higher now. He came in at number 80. After he moved in from number 80 there, On3 did their re-ranks. And they moved him up to 65. number 8 player in his position, same as what 247 has. And good thing for Ryan is a good chance this man, once Rivals updates theirs, he's probably going to be top 100 on Rivals as well, because he's already a 4-star. And then ESPN, they update theirs whenever they feel like it. But by the end of this cycle, there's a good chance he's going to be at minimum a top 100 offensive player in the country and top 10 offensive tackles in college football. Remember when I told y'all that we got this 3-star player and that y'all should be excited because when you watch the film, the footwork, the strength, the violence, it's there. Everything you're kind of looking for. And a lot of people jumped in my comments and 3-star U, Oklahoma's always 3-star U. He's about to be a top 100 player overall with everybody. I mean, he's a consensus and composite of roughly about 103, 110. So what more do we need to get from it? Am I crazy? If y'all can tell me if I'm crazy, I appreciate it. Hop in the comments. Let me know how I feel about that. Next one we got on the list, though, same class. We got our boy on the secondary, Marcus Wimberly. So when I watched the film on Marcus, I'm like, hey, man, dude can hit. Like, he's a hitter. Like, he's a pretty violent dude. Something I really appreciate about him, right? Adds to that list like the Reggie Powers type piece that we had, going into other classes. We've got some dudes that like to hit people. On3 did their new re-ranks. Initially came in, wasn't ranked anywhere really. 3-star-ish, just kind of doing things. Now he's moved up to 4-star on the consensus side. I believe he's also a composite 4-star over there on 247, which he is. He's moved up to 148 from unranked. Like, he skipped the 3s, the 2s. He's right there 148. And I sense the next time 247 and Rivals do their upgrades, because Rivals already has him as the number 9 safety in high school football right now. On3 has him at 16. If he's number 9 at Rivals, that means that once they do their update, nationally, he could end up being a top 150 player again. And I promise you 247 to upgrade theirs. But that's crazy, right? How big of a leap this dude did on the last set of rankings. So it's going to be fun watching these rankings go up and down, especially as we get more commits. So do me a favor, hop in the comments. Let me know how excited you are about him coming to Oklahoma. Told y'all, man, big stuff coming here for the Sooners. You made it this far, you like the content, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Love for you to join this family of college football fans. We're talking OU football, SEC football, and college football in general. Having a blast doing it. So, spring game tomorrow. I'll see y'all there. Make sure y'all walk around, find me. I'll be floating. Peace.